How do you single-handedly cause almost 100 athletes to crash in one go? And how do you give marshals in orange coats brown trousers? Find out now in this episode of Astonishing Glasgow. This episode will be a wee bit different. Instead of talking about a place, I thought I would share a story from my adventures around the city. Back in 2013, Glasgow was hosting a leg of the National Road Race cycling event as a precursor to the racing events for 2014 Commonwealth Games. Back then I was still taking mostly stills and not so many videos, so the footage you're watching is a combination of the cycling event from the 2014 Commonwealth Games and the European road racing event held a few years later. I'd spent the morning cycling around the city. I think I'd made it all the way to Kelvin Grove and then headed back to the city centre to visit some of the vantage points to watch the race. With the race about to start, I chose the bottom of Bath Street as a good place to watch the race come over the hill. There was a good atmosphere, even though there wasn't that big a crowd, as it was still early on a Sunday morning. In the distance, the sound of whistles could be heard. The race was on its way. If you've never been to a road race, you would be amazed just how many vehicles pass before the cyclists appear. The whistles were getting louder and louder. Then the first of the course cars, the commissary motorbikes, and the team cars came over the hill at a good rate of speed. Just at this point, this wee woman walked up to the edge of the cones when, just at the absolute worst time, the wee woman decided she had to cross the road. Eardrums were getting a battering with the scream of whistles and the vacuum created by the entire crowd breathing in with shock and anticipation. We all thought we were about to witness an absolute catastrophe. This would not only have flattened the wee woman, but would have taken out most of the cyclists before they even completed their first lap. Unbelievably, she managed to pass right between the breakaway leader and the rest of the peloton, but it was a close call. She bimbled off in the direction of the shops, oblivious to the potential disaster that was just avoided, whilst the rest of us looked at each other in disbelief. Glad I wasn't a marshal that day. I spent the rest of the day finding vantage points to watch the action, but nothing was quite as exciting as watching an elderly woman playing Frogger with 100 cyclists. So let me know what you thought about this format, and if you'd like to see more stories of my adventures around the city. Leave a comment below, or check out the social media links in the description. Be a total dancer and like, share and subscribe to my channel. Stick around to the end for links to more of my videos that you might enjoy. And see you next time in Astonishing Glasgow.